Your Country 1039 KGRT, Parker McCullum, and Handle on You.
Time now for the question of the day.
That's right. It is question of the day time. And what question are we looking at today? Oh, yeah. I almost forgot about that. I saw this little, I guess you could say, study out here about treating yourself. Yes, as great as the holidays are, they are also a time of hustle, bustle, and stress. And a study from Cornell University found that during the hectic times for the holidays, most people avoid rewarding themselves with something. Yeah, whether it's a new outfit, a massage, or even just a few hours to yourself. You know, that the whole thing where it's all about everybody else for the holidays. And it is true, giving gifts for the holidays does make you actually feel good as a gifter. But every once in a while, you kind of think to yourself, you know, that shirt would look really good on me, or you know what, that speaker would be pretty awesome with the TV, or in my case, that huge, gigantic TV would be pretty awesome for me. Yeah, self-gifting. Is it a good or a bad thing for the holidays? When you find yourself shopping for the holidays, do you occasionally self-gift when you find a good deal, or is maybe something that you like yourself? I don't know. I will honestly say that I do that probably a little bit more than I should in general when I'm shopping, because I'll always see some things that I get. Might not necessarily get them right away, but I'm always got them in the back of my mind. So the idea of self-gifting for the holidays for me is overly, I don't think it's a bad thing, because, you know, every once in a while you've got to treat yourself as well. So that's my question of the day for you. Is self-gifting for the holidays a good or bad thing? I'm raising my hand in the good category, because every once in a while, you know, you've got to treat yourself the way that you treat everybody else. I think that's actually a pretty good thing right there. So I think that self-gifting for the holidays is not a bad thing. I mean, I wouldn't go overboard on it or anything else like that. But, you know, when you find something that's going to help you out, maybe it's just a shirt, maybe it is just some chocolates, or maybe it is just taking a little bit of time for yourself as that gift. But yeah, self-gifting to me, I think, is a good thing. But what do you think? Is self-gifting for the holidays a good or bad thing? So go ahead and let me know your answers to our question of the day. As always, you can call them in on our Zia Comics hotline. Go ahead and call that in, or you can send a text message on our Zia Comics text line. 575-523-KGRT is the number for both of those. That's 575-523-5478. And, of course, if you're watching on our social media pages right now, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, you can always leave your comments there as well. But that's what I'm looking for, the answers to our question of the day today. Self-gifting for the holidays, is that a good or bad thing? Go ahead and let me know your answers to our question of the day. All right, we are exclusively up on our social media pages right now. So, yeah. I've always done, you know, when I'm doing a little bit of shopping, and I'll have a tendency to do my shopping a little bit late in the season. I've got 2 more to get, but that's mainly because I have 2 more gifts to buy. Well, for the whole season, I think, really. But I have a couple of more gifts to get. And as I'm looking around and seeing things, maybe doing a little shopping online, I do occasionally find some things that I think would be pretty cool for me to have. And I will fully admit, probably taken part in a little bit more self-gifting than I should. But like I said, every once in a while, I think you need to treat yourself. And with all of the stress and everything that goes along with the holidays, hey, maybe it's even treating yourself to a good meal while you're out there doing some shopping. Hey, I always treat myself to a dozen tamales or so. I'll just put those in the fridge and, you know, not necessarily tell anybody that I've got them there, you know. That's just me. Of course, I live by myself, so that's not hard to do. But yeah, you know, little things like that I think would be good for everybody. But that's our question of the day. Self-gifting for the holidays, good or bad? And looks like we got already got another vote for good in our text messaging. Way to go. But let's go ahead while we're waiting for a few more answers and take a look at what's going on in and around the world. Yahoo News says that Avatar Way of the Water is expected to earn between $150 and $180 million when it opens this coming weekend for the U.S. The original film earned $2.9 billion, just shy of $3 billion in the box office. So Will the sequel do as well? Probably not, but he's been working on it for a while, so we'll see how that goes. A new survey by Personal Capital reveals that 45% of people will be giving homemade holiday gifts this year. I think that's actually pretty cool. Ben & Jerry's launching a new ice cream flavor called Lights, Camera, Action, featuring vanilla ice cream, salted caramel swirls, graham cracker swirls, and chocolate chip cookie dough. That actually sounds pretty good. It will be available starting next month, so after the holidays. And a dog recently interrupted the American George Washington College basketball game. The Border Collie performed at halftime and then got loose for the second half. Several players ran as Lucky pranced around the court. Luckily, the dog eventually did run back to its handler and everything was okay. And just a quick look at the box office for this weekend. Looks like Black Panther is still number one at the box office, made about $11.1 million this weekend. Violent Night at 8.7, Strange World at 3.6, The Menu, and Devotion round out the top 5 there. So those are some things going on in and around the world for today. And once again, your answers to our question of the day: is self-gifting for the holidays good or bad? And Annette just chimed in and said, good. You give yourself the best gifts. Well, if anybody knows what you really want for the holidays, it would be yourself for sure. So, yeah, you're obviously going to get the coolest gifts that way, right? Absolutely. So go ahead and once again, let me know your answers to our question of the day. Call them in on our Zia Comics hotline if you want. You can send me a text message on the Zia Comics text line, 575-523-KGRT. That's 575-523-5478. And, of course, as always, leave your comments right here on our social media pages, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, as we are live right now. But go ahead, if you're watching this later on the day, leave your comments, because I always love reading those later in the day as well. But that is our question of the day. Self-gifting for the holidays, good or bad? I think it's a good thing.